As we all know, the Saiyan Saga begins with Raditz showing up, saying he's Goku's long-lost brother, and proceeding to murk Goku, his best friend Krillin,
Shoot, go! Krillin, get back!
and kidnap his own nephew Gohan.
We're family, so I'll give you 24 hours to think about my offer.
But what is truly the first fight of DBZ? Is it Raditz versus Piccolo, Raditz versus Krillin, Raditz versus Goku? Can you even call these fights? This is strongly debated, but in the interest of completeness, we'll start with Raditz versus Krillin because this was the first encounter that actually got physical, apart from the farm with shotgun, of course. Sorry, Piccolo. Okay, future me here. I actually just realized that Piccolo did actually fire an energy blast at Raditz, so technically that is the first one that got physical from like a fighter. Yeah, I just kind of totally forgot about that part and just kind of skipped it. Didn't even bother like watching it because I thought I already knew all the details, but don't assume you know DBZ like the back of your hand, because I clearly didn't, or don't. But we're gonna cover Piccolo anyways, so it's not that big of a deal, okay? Let's get back to the video. Now, I'm not really gonna focus on side characters all the time, and the farm with a shotgun, I would consider that a side character. I mean, that's not a fight, okay? In any sense. I mean, he's not even a fighter, okay? Krillin is a fighter at least. Anyways, so side characters like Master Roshi and the Turtle and stuff, you know, I probably won't really focus on them very much. Just the people who actually like throwing hands, or in Raditz's case, throwing knees. For Raditz, you have two SH Figuarts options, either the 2021 release or the SDCC 2023 release. The main difference is the color scheme and the fact that the 2023 version includes a Kid Gohan figure. It's basically a statue, let's be honest. Allegedly, the SDCC Raditz's colors are based on the manga, or is it manga? You know, like, do you say it like you say mango, or do you say it like you say Mondo Cool?
Whoa, Mondo Cool.
That's right, boys. Mondo Cool.
I think I'll go with manga like Mondo, okay? But let me know how you think it's pronounced, because this is probably not going to be something we can all agree on. Manga versus manga, that kind of stuff. Anyways, as I was saying, allegedly, the SDCC Raditz's colors are based on the manga, and the 2021 one is based on the anime. But the manga panels and cover I've seen of Raditz don't look like the SDCC figure, so I don't know how true that is. Maybe someone was just saying that and they thought it was correct without really knowing. I don't know. Anyways, the 2021 version does have darker armor, and the anime does seem to have darker armor than the manga. And since we're going based on the anime here, the 2021 version is a better match visually, but we will be needing that Gohan statue later. Now on to Krillin. In early DBZ, Krillin had those like kung fu shoes, and someone can comment like what exactly they're called, and no blue undershirt. So if you want to depict Krillin being abused in the most accurate way possible, you'll need the Goku's old friend Krillin, scheduled for release in February 2026. Now keep in mind that this Krillin, this teeny tiny little Krillin, is gonna cost you $80 before shipping and taxes. Yeah. So you could also get the Earth's Strongest Man Krillin, which usually goes for about $50, but that one has his Cell Saga look, so it's not really accurate to the Saiyan Saga. So you've got to choose between accuracy and homelessness. It's really up to you. Okay, the $80 is gone. Moving on. Now for Goku, after knocking Krillin silly with his tail, Raditz proceeded to confront Goku. When Raditz first showed up, Goku was rocking his classic orange gi with a tied belt and the turtle hermit symbol on both his chest and back. The best figure for this look is the SDCC 2024 Goku, which included a Kid Gohan figure. This time I feel better calling it a figure because it has a bit of better articulation and stuff, although it's still pretty limited. With these figures, you can accurately recreate when Goku first met Raditz, minus side characters of course. The next fight after Raditz knees his brother and kidnaps Gohan is Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz. Now unfortunately, you can't really accurately depict this fight because there is no SH Figuarts barefoot Goku. Kenny Boys Toys made a tutorial years ago showing like how to make one, but we did say no customs, so this fight is a no. You can't actually recreate this fight accurately. Oddly enough, the proud Namekian Piccolo is perfect for this fight, even having his severed arm as an accessory, okay? And if you have the Gohan statue that was included with the SDCC 2023 Raditz, you could recreate the moment where Gohan headbutts him. But yeah, as we said, there's no barefoot Goku. He's literally the only missing piece of this fight. Bandai, the people need a barefoot Goku. Moving on. Now we're gonna skip from episode 3 all the way to episode 9, where the Z Fighters start fighting the Saibamen.
It looks like these little Saibamen of yours aren't nearly as powerful as you made them out to be.
Because honestly, the part where they're training to fight the Saiyans has no major fights per se, just like sparring, Goku training with King Kai, that kind of thing. So the next few major fights are basically the Z Fighters versus Saibamen. For this entire encounter, you'll need quite a few figures. First, you'll need Vegeta and Nappa. For Vegeta, the best option available right now is the 2017 Saiyan Saga Vegeta. This figure is decent, but I never liked it perfectly because it is slightly inaccurate. You see, in the Saiyan Saga, Vegeta had slightly baggy pants, but this figure has him wearing tights. Apart from that though, it is meant to depict Saiyan Saga Vegeta. You could also use the 1.0 Saiyan Saga Vegeta, but 1.0 SH Figuarts are usually something I'd rather not think about too much. As for Nappa, there are two options. There's the 2017 Nappa and the SDCC 2021 Nappa. The 2017 version has manga colors, which are basically the same as anime Raditz's colors, but the SDCC version has anime colors, the yellow and blue instead of the manga brown and black, right? Though I will say that the blue on the SDCC figure is a bit too dark. And honestly, as I think about it more, is that really blue or is that like a gray? Let me know what you think. I'm not colorblind as far as I know, and I feel like Bandai actually gaslit us into believing that this is blue, but that is not blue. Moving on, since I've never read the manga and I prefer the anime colors, I'd personally go with the SDCC version, but either one can work. Now on to the Z Fighters. The proud Namekian Piccolo and Goku's old friend Krillin figures can work for this too, so nothing new there. For Tien, you'll want to use the 2017 Tien figure since it's his Saiyan Saga look, and even includes a Chaozu statue from when he sacrificed himself against Nappa. And yes, I said statue, not figure, because I don't think it has any articulation at all, so it's literally a statue. As for Chaozu, apart from that, it would be best to also get the 2021 Tien and Chaozu 2-pack, since that actually included a fully articulated Chaozu figure instead of the statue, although he has only one face expression. Next is Gohan. For him, you'd need the 2020 Son Gohan Kid era figure, although there is one slight problem with that figure. You see, during the fight with the Saibamen, Gohan had a white headband, and he actually kept wearing it until Nappa knocked him silly into a rock later. But the Kid era Gohan figure doesn't have a white headband, so you lose some accuracy points there. The last Z fighter is Yamcha, and for him you'll want the 2017 Yamcha figure based on the Saiyan Saga, and it also includes a very basic Saibamen figure, or Saibaman figure, which has very minimal articulation. I think the arms just move up and down and the head swivels side to side, so not much you can really do with it, but it's decent, I guess. Again, the no third party rule is in effect, but there was a set of Saibamen made by Global B years ago, and TNK Studios about to release theirs, so if you want to use those, theoretically you could, but as far as official Saibamen go, the best you have is the Yamcha, okay? So, with all of these figures, you can basically recreate every fight between the Z fighters and the Saibamen pretty accurately, since minus Gohan, everyone's attire is accurate, as far as I can tell. Now, when we get to the fight with Nappa, things take a turn for the worse in the accuracy department. But we'll cover that in the next video. Let me know if I missed any other important details, and be sure to subscribe if you want to be notified when the next part is uploaded. Do not put yourself at the mercy of YouTube's suggestions. Get it sent straight to your subscription feed. Also, do all the other YouTube stuff like sharing it with other collectors, liking the video, commenting, begging your grandparents with tears in your eyes to buy you my t-shirts, and so on. No, I don't actually have any t-shirts, so if you see one on AliExpress, it's a bootleg. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.